Sushant commit suicide.
Yeah, today I heard the news. Sushant Singh Rajput, actor in Bollywood, that is film industry of Mumbai, committed suicide. Why? Well, he had his tough times, and it's certainly a disorder. Normally, nobody should commit suicide, but I do not know why this young man he committed suicide. It's a sad day, unfortunate event, a big loss for the industry and his fans and his parents, for his sister and rest of the members of family. So if anybody commits suicide, a lot of other people are grieving. So it's certainly a disorder and one should not consider this option. Actually, there is no option that you could commit suicide. It is certainly something nobody should consider, because everything has a solution. Yes, there is hostility towards you, against you. Yes, there is adversary and aggression will be there against you. This is going to be the way it is forever. It is never going to change. There's always going to be aggression, adversities and hostility towards you. You may have to face failures, defeat, boredom, loneliness, break up with the people. So you will get an pain of emotional pain, intellectual pain, mental pain. But you have to learn to endure this pain. There is nothing insurmountable. Nothing is so traumatic that you should consider this suicide. Of course, everyday routine may look tumultuous like a roller coaster, but then give time, have patience, take a sabbatical, 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, stay away from the hostile adversaries, and then at that time rejuvenate, revitalize yourself. Very important to know how to deal with the hostile situation. See, you have to learn how to assess it. If you can estimate the damage, potential damage from this aggressor, it is not much. You have to understand what is life and living. Living is your combat with your career, combat with your fitness, combat with your relationship. But life is like your breath. Life is like how your digestion happens. It just happens. It is done for you. Your breath is done for you. So relax and rejuvenate and rest in those things that are already done for you, like life itself. When you nourish and nurture the life itself through breathing techniques, through pranayama, through yoga, many kinds and varieties of breathing techniques in India, like Bhastrika, Kapalabhati, Ujjayi breath, one nostril, alternate nostril breathing. So when you practice all this, you are attempting to nourish your life itself. You are nurturing your life itself. So the life expands, and the living, that is your academics, your career, your legality, that you borrowed money, that you are in debt. So all these traumatic experiences become very minimized. And then you will know that you can handle it. For this, you have to analyze the situation and do the reading rightly. Correct reading of the hostility. So you claim that is hostile. Correct reading, correct estimation, correct evaluation will show you life is always bigger. Living, these attributes are living, these are always minimal. There's nothing to be very frightened about these things. I mean, suicide, some students suicide because they get low marks. They are afraid of punitive action, perhaps from their own parents. Some farmers in India committed suicide because of indebtedness to the bank. They've taken excessive loan and now they're facing drought, and they're afraid that they may be dishonored, that they are not able to pay back to the bank the loan, the money they have taken, so they commit suicide. This is unwise, not wise at all. And some people, to avoid social humiliation or embarrassment socially, and then they commit suicide because they cannot handle the embarrassment. And there are some others, like extremists and terrorists, who become suicide bombers. they strap explosives on their chest and they go into the crowd so that they can kill many people by their own suicide. So these are all very, very foolish, unwarranted methods. This gives no answer, but then handling your mind. Yes, there is pain. You must procure emotional intelligence. You must have suppleness in your intellect on the stances that you have taken, very firmly, very principled stances, but sometimes you may have to be flexible to relax a little, not be too firm in any stance or in any position of how things should work. It just may not work the way you want it to be. So learn to revitalize yourself, learn to retrieve your losses later, rejuvenate at this time when you are taking a sabbatical, and you can find another methods to deal with this hostility. So when you experience isolation, rejection, ostracized from your industry, career, people, friends, they have all ostracized you, they have all rejected you, ignored you, kept you away, it's very painful. But then attend to your heart, your emotion, open up to new realities. And that's possible too. For those people who have ostracized you, they have rejected you, let them be. Don't be so pained about it. And if you do some meditation, you can get a connect, a relationship with the life itself. And from the life itself, it's always retrieval. It's always resurrection from the pain. And the void of loneliness will leave you, will get filled with innovation. The void that you experience that is so painful to handle somewhere inside of you, that void when somebody leaves you, when the industry, when the career, when the academics, when the wealth, the money, the fitness of the body, they all can let you down. Your relationship can let you down. Then you experience a void that needs filling. So do not go to drugs and alcohol or any other method of coping with harmful narcotic drugs, etc. Do not cope with them. Do not use them as the coping technique for the pain. Meditate. Establish a connect between the living and the life itself. When you opt to nourish and nurture the life itself, the mind expands. And then you get very innovative solution to deal with the pain. So suicide is a disorder. So estimate it well, the consequence of this hostility on you. Evaluate it and you will always find that it's handleable. You know how to deal with it. And if you really cannot get an answer because you are perhaps thinking too much when you do not have to be thinking too much, when you need to be simply being flexible and cutting off and shutting off from what you cannot handle, cut off and shut off, but you are just thinking too much and you are not able to cut off and shut off, then you simply pray. Prayer opens you to a further dimension. I heard that globally about 600,000 people are doing suicide every year globally. And in India alone, about 150,000 people per year is doing suicide. And the shocking part is that 55% of that people who commit suicide are all less than 30 years of age. That means these people less than 30 years of age has some pain in them that they are not able to disclose to anybody. See, you are a neighbor. You must have empathy towards your other neighbor, especially to the young people. They are not able to reveal to you the pain that they are keeping inside. And one day that pain will become a void that they can't handle. And that is when they are committing suicide. I mean, they are rejecting, they are telling that there's something I can't handle. In my daily transaction, there's something I can't handle. This body itself is a big pain for me, and that is why they're considering to suicide. At this time, as a good neighbor, are you listening to them? Do you have a time for a long conversation with your neighbor, with your family member, with your dad and mom, with your children, with your brother, with your spouse? With your nephew, do you have time and bandwidth to offer them about you so that they can vent, they can release their pain, they can tell you the deep-seated thing that they want to tell you, they want to express. And you also sometimes want to vent to other people. So are you available to them, or are you so occupied with the next thing to do, with the next earning to do, with the next entertainment that you want to indulge into? No, cut off from that and give some time to these people to hear them and to listen to their deep-seated emotion. And this will develop your emotional intelligence, and they will open their heart. I heard in one of the talks by Sri Ravi Shankar ji, he said that a strong mind can carry along a weak body, but a weak mind cannot carry along a strong body. So simply developing your body fitness without developing your mind fitness may not give you an overall development. So you need to meditate, do breathing techniques, and learn the wisdom of the mind so that you can strengthen your mind. You can expand your mind through meditation, through breathing techniques, so that a strong mind can carry along even a weak body, whereas a weak mind cannot carry along even if the body is strong. We need to attend to the mind, and our transaction cannot ever become as hostile, cannot become very hostile that you cannot ever handle it if you are in connection with your life itself. No aggressor can give you such a pain that your life cannot handle. Yes, if you're disconnected from life, living, you may find it very harsh to handle. So I think there's a possibility you can enroll to a program that is called the Breath and Meditation Workshop from Sri Ravi Shankar ji, His Holiness. And that gives you a lot of wisdom and breathing techniques and yoga and meditation so that you can get connected to your life itself. Then we need to eradicate this disorder of suicide from India and from the world. As a good neighbor, as a good family member, as a good member of your society, this is your accountability. Eradicate suicides. Do the prayers, do the breathing techniques, yoga and meditation, and expose yourself to some learning of the wisdom of how the mind works. So, whatever be the reason and the causes, learn to handle this idea of I am disrespected, so I commit suicide. I did not get the dignity I deserved, so I commit suicide. I did not get the honor that I was supposed to get, so I committed suicide. My marks came low. My spouse left me. I had a breakdown in my emotional relationship with somebody. I am depressed. I feel dejected. I feel in despair. So leave this I, the firm belief that you are just an identity about the I itself. You don't validate yourself with only how you deal with the people. You should learn further methods to validate yourself with your own self-determination that you will evolve all the time. And this is a possibility that you have. So my prayers to the family of the departed people, whatever reason that they have, my condolences to the family. It's a painful event. But then, as a society, we should now commit and plan to eradicate the suicide from our country. Fill the void with life itself.